Hello everyone, welcome to the Coconut Heads channel. I'm Nancy. First, I want to say thank you to those who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for being here. So, we did a Q&A as a New Year's message to you guys. We hope you like it.
So, what are some of your happiest and most memorable moments of 2022?
So, memorable moment of 2022 was your visit and us just being reunited and spending the time in October and November together. Yeah, those were my most memorable moments of 2022.
For me, there's only one answer, and that's the time that I got to spend with you in October and November. The rest of the year was just waiting for that. That was definitely the highlight.
Do you make a New Year's resolution? And what's your resolution for the New Year?
So, I would normally say that I don't really have resolutions, I don't make them, but it seems like every year I still end up with one. Not every year, but most years. This year, my resolution is to be engaged in more community activities and try to make more real life connections. Sometimes I feel lonely, isolated, um, and it's easy to blame outside things for that, but ultimately the responsibility is my own. So I think trying to be more involved, more engaged, part of a community, or I'll probably try with a couple. But yeah, I think that's my resolution for this year, is to take more responsibility about being more involved in my community and having more real life interactions with people.
So, New Year's resolution, I never make resolutions, but for this year, I'm going to maybe take a leap. Yeah, that's my resolution, to take a leap.
What was your favorite show of the year? For me, it's hard. Arcane was amazing, really well done, but the writing in Andor was just next level. That's the kind of show that makes other shows that are enjoyable and a good effort, but some things are just above the rest. For me, that was Andor. I think that we all need to kind of hear that message about standing up against fascism.
My favorite show of the year, I did enjoy Andor, and I also enjoyed Star Wars Rebel. I think there are a couple of others, but those two are the ones that come to mind right now. Yeah. So, what's your favorite memory from the last year?
I started to answer this question, and then somebody started walking past, and I got all embarrassed. What's my favorite memory from this past year? I mean, it's our visit together, our time together. That first night, being able to, hug you and hold your hand in that cab together on the way back to the apartment. That's my happiest moment.
Most memorable moment, I'd say the time we spent together. Yeah, everything we did, it was amazing. Yeah.
So let's just check in. It's 2022. How's your health coming? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally? How are you doing?
So my mental and physical health, uh, I think I'm doing pretty good. Um, Physically, I do a lot of exercise. I do yoga, and I also do full body workouts from time to time. So yeah, I'm doing okay. Where do you picture yourself this time next year?
Where do I see myself this time next year? Um, with any luck, Gagetown, New Brunswick. I guess we'll see.
So where do I picture myself this time next year? Well, I'm hoping the immigration will process my application, and I would be in Canada with you. So yeah, that's where I picture myself.
So there's a lot of challenges in the world. What's something that gives you hope or inspires you? I think something that's given me hope these last, well, year or so is seeing people who I profoundly disagree with kind of eat themselves, or at least face consequences. Maybe not all of the consequences, but some, seeing the Trump organization collapsing on itself, see the anti-vaxxers, you know, dealing with the consequences of their choices. Seeing the Proud Boys turn on themselves and eat each other from within. Like, there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of organizations that need to be interrupted. But, that question of finding peace versus trying to make change in the world. And I think it's important to try to make change in the world, but I don't know. I think when I see things that I struggle with kind of collapse and on themselves because of their own values, it helps me to think that it's okay to step back and let things unfold and, kind of reach their logical conclusion. So it gives me hope to see that the world is working that way, and that, some of these people with some problematic views are facing the consequences of those views.
So what inspires me? Interesting. So the fact that if we give up, we lose. If we stop fighting, we lose. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel weak. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can take your time. Go slow if you want to, but come back to it. Just if we stop fighting, we lose. Yeah, so let's keep fighting.
So what's something that you wish for the world in 2023? What would you like to see? All right, this is take 4, trying to answer the question of what I want for the world for 2023. And I think what I can say is that I want me to do my work. There's a lot of things that I would change out there. There's a lot of things that I wish were different or that people had. And I hope that we're on the path to get there. I hope that I can contribute more than I have. And I hope that I'm able to contribute in a way that doesn't, feel like it's pushing things before they're ready. I know I've been guilty of that, in the name of change, wanting to try to do whatever I could to try to make things different. But between peace and responsibility, I think maybe the balance point is focusing on the work I have to do to be more at peace in myself and more present in a healthy and open-hearted way. So I'll focus on that.
So something I wish for the world is I hope and wish we can all work together for a better world. We are all humans, and let's make this world a better place. Do you have a self-care routine?
How am I taking care of myself these days? Well, trying to, make sure I got enough good food. Trying to avoid junk food more than the occasional, treat. I need to be better about my sleep. I've got a few things I'm doing to try to help improve that. I'll take melatonin from time to time, or I'll intentionally not charge up the laptop in the afternoon so that when I finally turn in, the battery's almost spent and I just roll over and go to sleep, hopefully, rather than watch another YouTube video. I've been good about my workouts, so that's good. It's not enough, a couple of push-ups and sit-ups and stuff in the afternoons, and Aikido twice a week, and walking around the lake on the weekend. I mean, it's something, but it's not enough. Trying to meditate, need to be better about that. That's the number one thing I need to do for my self-care, is spend time on the cushion. But I'm trying to prioritize my peace. So I can do better, but step after step.
My self-care routine. So my self-care routine normally involves yoga and meditation. Yeah, so it helps keep me grounded, and yeah, I love it.
So what's an embarrassing moment that you're willing to share? I won't ask what's your most embarrassing, but just something funny that you're willing to share. Now I have to think of one too.
My most embarrassing moment. So there was a day I was shooting a yoga video at the rooftop of our building, and as I was doing my yoga, the camera fell, and I kind of slipped, and there was someone who was coming to the rooftop, and they saw me. So yeah, I was embarrassed, but they were just like, "It's okay, it happens."
All right. I'm sure that there's probably plenty of examples I could use. But to think of one that I'm cool with sharing and whatever, that so I don't have to like dig way back and find something super embarrassing. How about just I was going out the other day, and it's been snowing and then raining, and you know it's slick, and I slipped right in front of everybody, fell on my ass, slipped down the hill, and I was like, I didn't quite look immediately to see if anybody had seen me or whatever, and then after I get up a couple of steps away, I brush off the snow and I look up real quick, and nobody's paying attention. So it was embarrassing. It wasn't too bad, but so there's one.